这里吧。
可以啊。
这里吧，这里你可以停
到。
啊。
20秒计时，20秒计时，20秒。
10秒。
结束用这个吗？结束不是这个。
不用。
Your brother.
Stop.
Okay, your brother to visa.
No.
To China visa.
000. Yeah.
I don't know.
Because training. You see the time? The time? One. Yeah. Restart.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. 开始。Start and then pop.
开始。不是啊。
No, he said start.
没有，你开始的时候就短的嘛，逼着，然后时间结束的时候逼时间长点嘛，就是这样。
So this one finish. Yeah. Beep. Every finish round. Reset.
我不知道。
对呀，应该是这是，所以因为我要求了一个麦克风嘛，你有要求麦克风吗？你有要求麦克风吗？
没有，不是，他是放在那儿的。
One round 2 minutes, right, coach? Only 2 minutes. 1 round 2 minutes.
对，这个10点半开始。
10点半开始。
对，到底。10.
only
是你们
only
还是不
reset
想回去，要在
only
这里
reset new bout and you
这样就开始2点开始。
yeah I only stop
2点结
medical
束2点
time
开始嘛。
20 seconds
Stand stop on you.
yeah
Medical
on me
但
yeah
是一
only
样，
new
食物来
round you
来到
change
这边
the
我也是
fighter
两边都
you
担
only
心，所
change
以
the fighter
要不你让我知道你们想要怎么样，然后我再安排。
I don't know like bout
因为
2
现在
bout
我这里
3
没有安排，
go
我
to the next
完全没有安排，我有些手我全部都加盟回去，
because in here cannot control anything
回去吧，对吧？因为大家在这2个小时也累。好 ，OK， 那我就不用午餐了。
经常告诉他们，
那帮人什么人？
我经常告诉那边
就车子嘛，对吧？
不是因为说车子倒好说，我们这边酒店那个，因为我们到了以后我们1点半吃饭。
好，知道了。
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the second Youth Asian Mixed Martial Arts Championships 2026, live from Tashkent, Uzbekistan. Introducing first, for our first bout of the day, in the blue corner, hailing from Tajikistan, Rockmanov, Homijan.
Keman gapirmayman-a. Cho'kin siz ham gapirmaymi? Biroq aka zapis bosib olaylik-a.
And now his opponent in the red corner from Kyrgyzstan, Manipov Jumanazar.
Red corner making their walk now. Kicking off our 10 youth fights here this morning and 15 in the afternoon. So clear schedule, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be a good time. And again, these rule sets might be unfamiliar to some watching at home, but I'm happy to take
The referee for this bout hails from Uzbekistan,
and
Aruzhan Hassanov.
we've got quite a unique scoring system that they've set up here. And you're going to see two 2-minute rounds, and if we are tied after 2, we go into a 1-minute overtime. If we are still tied after overtime, it gets interesting, so you're going to want to stay tuned. There's going to be a lot of action and probably a lot to learn depending on where in the world you are watching. One of the reasons we've got a gi-favored MMA rule set here is because of the number of countries that have a judo-type martial art. Uzbekistan, known for kurash. It's just similar to judo. It's largely about throwing your opponent on their back. No grappling, no joint locks, but that's not what we're doing here. You're going to see both of these rule sets tend to incentivize striking on the feet, and if we go to the ground, you better be going for a finish. You will see referees gesture if there's not enough action. We run a 20-second timer and get them back on their feet to keep it entertaining for everyone, keep it safe for the athletes. No strikes to the head here in the youth division. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We are about to get underway. Manipov in the red, Rockmanov in the blue. Referee giving his final instructions. These two under 18 warriors are about to go at it, kick off the games. And again, in this bout, grabbing of the clothing is allowed under the traditional MMA rule set we're using. Here we go, round 1. Yep, you find a pretty interesting defense when you don't have to defend your head in a bout. Both gentlemen content to strike here. You'll love to see it. Ooh, we may have an accidental glancing blow to the head. Oh, we have had an accidental, it appears, blow to the head. And Rockmanov seems to be down in quite a bit of pain. Wonderful facility here, wonderful medical staff. We're getting them taken care of. Like I said, there's a lot of action under both of these rule sets. AMMA, the Asian Mixed Martial Arts Association, has been working on these particular rule sets for years, trying to find a way to make the sport exciting for everyone at home and allow for these youths to have a safe career, longevity. It's important. And you see why. You see why right now, especially in the youth divisions. You want to let these guys get reps in. You want to allow them to chase their career. You want it to be safe. Looks like he's doing okay. In fairness to Manipov, that did look like a blow to the torso. Rockmanov was dipping as he was coming in. From my perspective, it appeared to be accidental. Referee had a closer view. See how we handle this. And he's going to continue. What a tough athlete. Referee discussing what we are going to do with the point situation here, but I am quite impressed by the fortitude of this young gentleman here. Quite an incredible start to this card, ladies and gentlemen. One point down from the 10-10 scoring. Again, as we go through the day, I'll explain more about how they do points here. I am incredibly impressed that he's right back in there. Wow. Impressive takedown there. As you see, the referee's arm to the side indicates that it is not an entirely dominant position, and they start the timer before standing them up. So you see the hand go out again. If he changes the hand, it's in reference to the other fighter. But these are the intricacies of the AMMA rule set that I think are really going to push the sport forward. The reason we're seeing this. Okay. So as you see the ref's arm out, we now start the timer where you have 20 seconds to advance into a truly dominant position or garner the submission. Amazing top control right now. And keep in mind, not allowed to strike, not allowed to strike to the head from that position. And a little bit of confusion in there, but that's going to happen. There are about 20 different languages being spoken here today. I'm going to walk you through it all in English to the best of my ability. End of round one. Heck of a way to start these games. Rockmanov coming back from that near knockout blow in the first opening minute, I believe, is really impressive. May even have eked out the round there. Add the point deduction to that, and Rockmanov could essentially almost cruise to a victory here if he takes this second and final round, unless we are tied, and then we go to overtime. 1 minute in between rounds here. Yep, and to talk you through, if we do ever see a tie in the overtime round, we go to the weigh-ins in the morning, same day weigh-ins. We go back to whoever was the lighter fighter coming in takes the victory. But here we go again. Second and theoretically final round. Rockmanov in the blue. Manipov in the red. We've already had a point deduction for a near accidental knockout. I really can't believe how fresh Rockmanov seems since being almost asleep on the canvas earlier. Yep. And you'll find if you go through our rule set, significant strikes score as 1 point. There we go, back in the clinch. Another great takedown from Rockmanov. This is really impressive. Referee doesn't like the position, so he's got the timer running. He's got 20 seconds to make some magic happen down here. And again, no blows to the head. I'm sure he'd love to return the favor, but we're about honor and integrity here at AMMA. Again, safety's paramount here for the youth division, but I really do enjoy the limited time on the ground. If no one's going for a finish, we're going to stand you back up and get some more action, and here we go. Manipov in the red's going to have to do a lot to overcome this. Takes himself down there, pulls into half guard. That's a very non-traditional takedown. I don't recommend doing that for you kids at home. Rockmanov seems to really have the control on the ground. There we go. So, again, we have 2 2-minute rounds. We have a third 1-minute overtime. Okay. So now, for the first time today, we are going to see if we've got a victory after 2, or do we have to push it to overtime? But I'd be quite shocked. I don't like to make predictions, but I think the blue corner is going to take this one. Hard to overcome losing a point in the first round, but more impressive overcoming that near knockout. Again, I wish you could all be here with me. This facility is quite impressive. This Olympic Village complex that they've built here in Tashkent is amazing. It's not even entirely done yet. Everything is brand new. You're going to see more and more events hosted from here.
After 2 rounds of action, your winner by unanimous decision, hailing from Tajikistan.
Yep. And we did. Blue corner. Rockmanov, Homijan.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner by
Very
unanimous decision from Tajikistan, Rockmanov Homijan.
I'd want to keep an eye out for him. The toughness factor on top of his obvious skill set as a martial artist. That's what it takes to do it in this business. Incredible. Sure, that young man won a lot of fans here today. Heck of a way to start off the day. Second bout will be another traditional MMA bout. So again, you will see the Cobra Kai gi tops. Grabbing of the clothing will be allowed. No strikes to the head. And again, I will walk you through anything that might seem unfamiliar to those watching from places like the U.S. Man, if you get a chance. Here for an event, I highly recommend it. Some of the finest people doing some of the finest work, and when you inevitably see this sport blow up even more and end up in the Olympics, it's going to be because of people
In
like
bout
this.
2, introducing our first fighter, hailing from Afghanistan, in the blue corner, Rahimi Elias.
In the blue corner, coming out for bout number 2. I've been fortunate enough to be staying in the fighters' hotels here in the Olympic Village, and it's a really unique experience. I've been around fighters for years. Quite intense. Yep, and we do same-day weigh-ins here. So this morning, everyone went off, weighed in, made sure they were on weight. A couple of guys, given a little bit more time to lose a few pounds. So again, when you're in that facility, when you're in the Olympic Village, you are just surrounded by some of the most serious, dedicated athletes you're going to find. It's a really, really unique experience.
And his opponent from the red corner, hailing from Kazakhstan, please welcome Yerbolat Aruzhan.
Watch AMMA all week. We're doing the use the first half of the week, then we move into the adult vision, and then we have the finals. Again, Yerbolat Aruzhan in the red, Rahimi Elias in the... Let's see how these gentlemen do. Scary moment in the first bout. See if these guys can adhere to the AMMA traditional MMA rules. Yerbolat crossed to the center quite quickly, looking to be the aggressor here in round. Start running down. I'm not sure if you can hear it at home, but here it's a great feature here. So the athletes know, the audience knows, the beep speeds up as we get closer to the 20 seconds. Ref definitely letting them grapple here. The traditional with the gi does accentuate the grappling. It's a little bit more, it encourages the grappling essentially. And again, because these regions have sambos and judos and arts with a top and throws. Wow, Yerbolat doing a great job here, avoiding trouble, stacking them up, landing blows, attacking enough for the ref to allow it. Full mount now. 10-second clapper. It's gonna be hard to give that round to Rahimi. And we are doing open scoring here today, so we're going to find out in just one moment who took round one. I'd have to imagine it's the red corner. I won't be predicting scores all night. I'm just trying to kind of walk you through how we do here. Yep, all three judges had it for Yerbolat, and I think that's the right call. Incredibly dedicated crew of officials, referees, judges, people I've worked with all over the world. It's a nice coming together when these type of events happen. Most people here, the athletes, the staff, excel in their individual organizations in their home countries, and watching folks come together, sort of represent with pride where they come from. Hard to beat, gotta love it. Here we go again. So round 2 of 2, unless we have a tie, and we go to overtime. Red corner up 10-9 in the first round. A little more spring in the step from Rahimi here in the second round. Whiffed on that low kick. Very nice spinning back kick. That landed solid. That's certainly going to score. Another accidental blow. I'd like to see that one again. Oh, yeah. tell from his face where that one landed. These things will happen. These things will happen. It's expected. But again, we're trying to create a safe sport for longevity for these kids. Tough uphill battle, though, for Rahimi here after being down. Now he's lost a point, lost the first round, down a point. He's going to have to really bring it here in the final closing minute to try and bridge that gap. And his opponent is tough. Again, strikes to the torso, completely legal. Just got to watch out for the head of these young gentlemen. Incredibly impressive control from Yerbolat. The way he flows, the way he dominates. And Rahimi is fortunate that he's still in the youth division here, because that's a rough position to be in. Wow, this is impressive. Yeah, it's maybe the youth division, but I'm intimidated by a lot of these guys. I'll be perfectly honest. They're incredibly talented. They're so dedicated. Very nice getting back to the feet. Had some clothing flying. Nice showing on the feet here from Rahimi. Whoop. That's a tough one. I'm not sure where I can land on that. He's glancing. He's attempting to block it. I don't think we're calling that deliberate. And another point lost. I mean, Yerbolat might win heavy on the scorecards here, but he's taken a few shots right to the face. And we are in a round robin. We have two divisions here, so I'll walk you through it as the week goes on and as the day goes on here today. These are the first bouts of these young gentlemen in this round robin. And they are round robin 2 division. Pretty apropos way to end that round with the continued domination on the ground from Yerbolat Asalkan out of Kazakhstan. I don't think we're going to see any surprises here with the judges scoring. So interestingly, I think we might have 2 bouts right off the bat where fighters struck in the face are going to take home the victory. Again, it's a double elimination from the round robin, so Rahimi has another chance to get back. Yep. Here we go for the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner by unanimous decision from Kazakhstan, Yerbolat Asalkan.
Yep, round 2 scores 10-7, 10-8, 10-8. Dominant performance. Could easily get distracted by the illegal blows to the face, but I'm going to keep an eye on Yerbolat the rest of the week. Young man seems to have some serious promise. Shout out to the coaches as well. People who dedicate their lives to helping these young athletes develop, helping this sport grow all
and
over
for our third bout, introducing first from the blue corner, hailing from Kyrgyzstan, Korgonbaev Abdurrahman.
There we go, bout 3, U18, traditional MMA. Korgonbaev Abdurrahman. First to walk out here today. So, this being the 4th annual Asian Mixed Martial Arts Championships, it's actually the 2nd annual Youth Championships. And I think it's a brilliant idea. I think it's, if you don't create the safe space for these athletes to grow and compete, they have to find somewhere else to go. They're passionate young athletes. So AMMA taking it on to be the home, particularly in Asia, but I'd have to imagine this type of event and this type of rule set is going to spread far and wide. So again, we are still in our under 18 division. Blue corner is in the ring.
And now his opponent, hailing from India, from the red corner, Mutal Yash.
Mutal Yash fighting out of India in the red corner. Got a nice little walkout jam himself. This is our third of 4 traditional MMA bouts with the gi to kick off the bout. Then we move over to modern MMA, and we
When the
start with
action
the
begins, your referee on the mat is Hadi Muhammad Ali from Bahrain.
You'll see slightly different attire and slightly different rule sets for the modern MMA, but I'm not going to waste your time with that while we have these two talented athletes about to go at it. Third fight of the evening, third referee of the evening. Very interesting. About 3, round 1, here we go. India in the red, Kyrgyzstan in the blue. Little feeling out here, but these 2-minute rounds, you know the action's coming. Heck of a throw. Great position to land in. Referee's going to allow it. Oop. A heck of a recovery there for a second from Yash. Right back where we started. Referee with the arm out. We have started the timer. He wants to see some more action. This may be the farthest we've made it into a bout without an accidental blow to the face here, so good on you guys. Incredible reversal there. Referee's going to let him work. He likes the position he's seeing. Got to be careful of those elbows down there. Oh. Very evenly matched bout here. This is great. Oh, Korgonbaev threatening the armbar now. Triangle, locking it in. It's an impressive transition. Can he survive the round? Oh, we've got a tap. First submission. Way to be. Korgonbaev Abdurrahman gets the victory in the first round. Representing Kyrgyzstan. This young man couldn't be happier. Cracker of a card so far. His first 2 bouts were great. We got our first finish. And we're on to our 4th traditional MMA action.
Winner by submission, blue corner. Korgonbaev Abdurrahman, Kyrgyzstan.
Again, with so many cultures, that pause before attempting to pronounce the name, it happens, ladies and gentlemen. There's a tremendous amount of respect here, but those type of things are going to happen. Moving into our last traditional MMA bout before we move on over to modern MMA. And we're going to see Tajikistan.
Fighter from red corner, Tajikistan, Safarov Jani.
I've just fortunately been joined here in the booth by none other than Andrew Whitelaw, who was doubling with some MC duties earlier because I think we maybe had some traffic in the city. Thanks for joining, Andy. How are you enjoying?
Fighter from blue corner, Beexat.
Second
Please
annual
welcome
Asian Mixed Martial Arts Championships Youth Day.
Hello, good to see you, mate. Wow, it's great to see our first finish of the day. A moment of euphoria for that young man. What a wonderful triangle from Korgonbaev Rahman from Kyrgyz Republic. It's wonderful to see the next gen, the youth, the grassroots flourishing. It's so important for the ecosystem of mixed martial arts that we have this competition to grow the game for the next generation, to have this avenue for these young talents from around the region to climb and to progress. It's such a big part of the wider mission to continue the growth of the sport and one day see it in the Olympic Games.
Heck yeah, and from my perspective, it couldn't be more entertaining. The 2x2 minute rounds is, demands action, and the rule sets allow these guys to sort of uncork, by not allowing the strikes to the head for the youths. They can really focus on going full speed at all of these other things, all these other techniques. So I think it's like you said, incredibly important for the growth. And at the end of the day, sports are entertainment. I mean, they're really important to young athletes' lives. But to keep this entertaining and something that people gravitate to, I think AMMA's done an amazing job.
It's all about that balance
from
between
China,
safety, fighter safety, and longevity and action. I really enjoy the open mat format because the visibility is so much better than when you see MMA in a cage.
Sure.
And later on you will see fights being won by out of bounds as well, which is...
Sure, we haven't seen a single out of bounds yet because there's just so much raw spirit as these guys attack each other in the opening round, trying to establish a dominance because the scoring starts so quickly, the rounds are so short. No one's backed up at all yet today.
Safarov early on establishing that he's a bit of a wily, tricky customer with his movement, trying to find his range.
Bit of a height advantage.
You find the Central Asian fighters are very much on the rise in MMA. Super well-rounded spinning back kick from Safarov, Jani back.
The first Uzbek fighter we've had of the day, fighting on home soil.
A guillotine in there.
The grabbing of the clothing is allowed. We haven't seen much of it until just now.
Rustoff got the single leg.
We are in our 20-second countdown. Ref is not seeing a dominant enough position. I'd say that's fair. We are landing strikes. He's scoring regardless. Safarov seemed a little flummoxed there on the ground, to be perfectly honest. He was content to let those 20 seconds right. Well, great knee to the body.
There's a beautiful sprawl there from Safarov. Defended the takedown astutely.
Looks to be more confident on his feet. Looks like this is where he wants to be. Belarus is giving up a good amount of height here. He's doing a great job. We may have had another glancing blow to the head there. The ref's going to let it go. No damage done. End of round one.
An engaging contest so far. Safarov, Jani Bekov, Tajikistan, putting his combinations together well, rounding them off with a nice kick to the body, which will score with the judges. How are you enjoying the open scoring system?
I truly enjoy it. In the early fights, we've had point deductions all over the place. It's been a tough hole to dig yourself out of. So there's kind of no surprises with those. As we get tighter and tighter, and we get not unanimous decisions between the three judges. It's going to get really interesting. I wonder how much these young athletes take that into consideration. I'd imagine they have to. We're in the round robin. You want to win these as much as you want the experience, And it's got to be tough once you've seen yourself. Those point deductions in the earlier fights, it's tough going into that second round of only 2, and you're down 2 points already. But it's just going to lead to better action, more urgency. Safarov in the red, Behruz representing Uzbekistan in the blue. And just as we talked about open scoring, we did not see the scores for the first round, so this is going to be a surprise for everyone.
Rustamov looking to use that jab to go in for the takedown. The takedown defense fairly solid so far for the Tajik fighter, Safarov Jonibek.
Yeah, those jabs aren't going to be particularly significant in the judges' eyes and the scoring system here. But I think he's just attempted to distract, get where he wants to get into his rhythm.
Now they're right on the edge of bounds here.
Great low kick there.
Yeah, the low kick's going to be crucial as a weapon to do damage on your opponent.
Sure, and I'd imagine judges see that as significant. They know how damaging that can be over the course of a fight.
Rustamov in full mount now.
Yeah, he is fairly dominant on the ground if he gets an even remotely decent position, constantly landing blows. Down. Uzbek fighter here in the blue, giving up several inches, but has found numerous ways to be effective here. There's a half-hearted takedown there.
Wow, got a bit of airtime. Rustamov been impressed with his grappling.
Two very different approaches to the final seconds of that round. Red corner trying to get out of there. Blue corner trying to make one last show of it, make sure he gets the victory here in his home country of Uzbekistan.
And the interpretation is going to be an interesting one because it's all about how much are you working, how much are you delivering with your ground game. It's all well and good getting a takedown, but if you don't utilize it.
Yep, and I think it could be distracting on some level, knowing that you've got the 20-second timer running. If you're in the less dominant position, maybe you just want to get out there, but you don't know how many points your opponent is scoring against you at that time. You're waiting for those last 5 beeps and gave up 3.
By unanimous decision, winner is blue corner, Behruz Rustamov, Uzbekistan.
Local crowd loves it.
Oh, that's difficult to see. It's an emotional time being a teenager, and he's on the cusp of tears. Safarov, Jonibek.
These kids are very dedicated, making long trips at this age, ending up in this impressive setting. It's got to be a lot for these young athletes.
And remember the fierce patriotism of representing your
blue
country.
Corner.
It's not like watching the
Coparuno, India.
You represent your country, but you represent yourself. Here.
Yeah, they're all walking around Team Uzbekistan on their back all day. And nice to see the local get the victory. It's always a good time.
He definitely showed some good stuff there, Safarov, Jonibek. Got potential, potentially a bright future.
Yeah, it's been talented fighters on both sides of all of these. Unbelievable comeback from the
his opponent from Tajikistan, red corner to Yakub.
Enjoying the pacing of the event so far. We've got 25 bouts to get through in this day one. the second
Your
youth
referee
AMMA
for
championship.
this fight, Hadi Muhammad Ali,
There's no
Bahrain.
messing about, straight to the action. No lull between fights, what we like to see.
Well, they're prioritizing the sport here, not the ancillary products that professional sports often get distracted by. The focus here is the sport, the athletes, and the future. And we are now moving into U16 45 kgs modern MMA. So no grabbing of the clothing will be what's different between the 4 bouts you just saw and the one you're about to witness. Competitors are also a bit younger and a bit lighter.
So this is our third bout from the round robin 1. Other round robin bout 1 fights that we've seen are Korgonbaev winning against Mutal and Rockmanov Homijon beating Manipov Shuman Hazar. So
yeah, as we get later in the week, we're going to need an infographic or something to help pull this round robin format together.
Tajikistan versus India.
U16, 45 kg, modern MMA. No blows to the head, no grabbing the clothing.
Imagine being 15 years old and fighting on this stage. A lot of pressure. How will they rise to the challenge? Let's find out.
Both getting right after it.
Cracked him to the body with the right hook. Beautiful sweep. Cabin hanging on to that single leg. What can he do with it?
Two very different approaches here by these two young athletes.
Yakub showing beautiful balance.
Yeah, and before that, incredible striking. It's a good way to flummox the striking there. A little self-preservation, didn't get a takedown, but... Oh.
And that right hook to the body followed by ragdolling his opponent to the canvas. A lot of power behind these strikes to the body. Ground and pound. He's in a bit of trouble there, Coparuno Cabin. He's just eating shots to the sternum.
It's interesting. Because of the lack of the blows to the head, you see it more. And it's effective. It really distracts your opponent's attempts. If you're just looking for that one sort of knockout strike, you're giving your opponent more time.
So Coparuno's Cabin, his corner is saying no more naked kicks. Set up your kicks.
Sure, he is. It has been his one effective defensive strategies,
Outside
catching
leg
those
kick,
kicks.
that one he would have felt.
Impressive young athletes here. Good job, guys. Primarily striking versus grappling here, and I think striking's getting the better.
As you can see from the open scoring there, the fighter from Tajikistan is in the ascendancy. 10-9, 10-9, 10-8 according to the judges. Clarity, what a beautiful thing.
Did they flash it up? I didn't see it.
So different rule set, same round times. We are in round 2 of 2 unless we have a tie, and then we're going to overtime. Sure, tucking those guys back in so we don't get the accidental clothing grabs. Great job, ref.
Now, the modern MMA rule set does tend to favor the strikers. No grabbing of clothing, whereas, of course, in traditional MMA, you can.
Yep, but here at AMMA, we blatantly score for near submissions. It's another great innovation.
Little uppercut in there from Yakub. Yakub showing a decent range of strikes.
Oof. That knee up the middle.
Cavan wants that takedown. Good takedown defense on the Tajik fighter. Grasping that single leg. Oh, that body shot hurt him.
I think we may have gone directly to the spine. This is what the ref may be calling here. I hope this young man is okay.
Doesn't look good for Coparuno Cavan. It's on hand. Safety, the utmost priority here.
Brave little dudes. Again, the rule set is set up to take care of these guys, and these things will happen.
I'm wondering what the decision will be here. Will it be a DQ? Potentially. If Cavan cannot continue here, will that shot be deemed an illegal strike?
And a DQ. It's going to be interesting to see what the referee does. And then here at AMMA, they make space for the fact that the referee could have missed it while it was live. And they do have the ability to arbitrate these things after the fight here in the venue. Very interesting to see how this plays out. And regardless of what they decide here.
It's not an illegal strike, it's a TKO, right?
Should be, but he took points away, I believe. He certainly gave him a warning and took points away, so they are acting as though it's an illegal blow. Yep, he's going to officially. I think he did gesture that points were taken earlier, so it's clearly illegal in the ref side.
Well, it's great to see that Cavan is well, and the action continues.
Yeah, it's impressive. Good job, little man. He's got a very talented opponent in front of him now. Back to that single leg.
Again, Cavan. That's all she wrote. That's done.
These things happen. Great showing by these two little warriors.
Turzenzoda Yakub securing the TKO.
Impressive performance by him.
Power strikes to the body.
Yeah, for U16, he looks ready to go, this kid.
I'm digging this music, building tension. I feel like I'm in the 80s about to jump in a sports car or something.
I'm digging this venue.
Yeah,
the martial arts all
Winner
here.
by TKO, red corner, Tursunzada Yakub, Tajikistan.
So the finish is starting to rack up here, Luke.
Just back to that fight. It's good to see Cavan walking out of here. I'm sure he's frustrated, but he looks to be okay. That was, fairly one-sided. At these ages, you could see these discrepancies. But that's a couple of talented young dudes.
Please welcome
here, healthy.
Blue corner, Korgonbaev, Beexat, Kyrgyzstan.
So our next bout is under 16 modern MMA from the round robin 2, 45 kg. Kyrgyzstan's Korgonbaev Beexat is the first to walk out.
Yeah, and he's getting to walk out to this jam.
Big up the DJ.
Let's get the traditional garb on over there. A little bit of swagger. You gotta love it.
Oh, this is a sick walkout song. I'm loving this.
And like you said, another thing about the value of having these youth events is getting used to these bright
Red corner, Korgonbaev Khan, Kazakhstan.
Training,
14 years old, can you imagine?
it's unreal.
You've got your country's flag draped on you. You've got eyes on you. Opportunity knocks.
And you need these kind of reps. Like, you can be the best in the gym, but maybe not the best under the bright lights. That happens all the time.
How long will you have been even training in MMA?
Sure.
I'm not sure. It could be years, it could be months.
Yeah, I bet you're right.
Certainly.
Coaches are a real backbone of stuff like this. Again, it takes a long time to form a grown professional athlete. Some of the most dedicated people you're going to find are these martial arts coaches, or coaches of any sport. Yeah, this is a banger.
Referee for this fight, Yang Se-woo.
They can't use commercial music, right? Otherwise you get flagged on YouTube. So
It depends on what you're going for, Again, we're trying to expose these athletes. I don't care about the flag. But yes.
14 years old. Most of you out there probably trying to pass your GCSEs at 14. These guys ready to throw down.
Yeah, thousands of miles from home. Made the trek here to beautiful Uzbekistan to go at it.
Ali Khan in the red, Beexat in the blue.
Nice show of respect there.
Ali Khan does look a little bit bigger, huh?
I love the defined styles already at this age.
Beautiful outside leg kick.
The old head and arm throw. You'll see that at this level. Okay. This is why you have the timer, especially in the youth division. This is chaos. She's got a few more seconds to work down there. Great job by the ref. And that's why you do these things. How are you going to score that? In a 2-minute round, if it's just arms and legs all over the place, you got to reset.
Nothing but limbs.
Heck of a level change there.
Beexat with a beautiful takedown. He's got his arm though. Ali Khan looking to work the arm bar. Whoa.
Whoa.
Oh my goodness, where is he heading?
Wow.
They were heading towards us in the commentary booth. The referee intervened.
I was about to catch one of them.
Well, this is a fun fight.
Yeah, it was a great matchup. Nice little shoot there, but right on the border, and we're moving him back to the center. Start the action.
The atmosphere rising inside the venue, the crowd making quite a noise.
Hard to tell how much danger the fighter in the red corner is in.
Needs to get a good angle on this one.
Interesting. Not calling for the 20-second timer. Ref must see something.
Oh, there it is.
Okay, just immediately stood him back up.
Yeah, there's no time for dilly-dallying.
Yeah, no, that'll happen. You're deadlocked.
What's the word for dilly-dallying in Uzbekistan?
We'll find out.
Oh! Does that count as a head strike? Kind of accidental because he ducked down into it.
Sure, from the previous bouts as well. It's often a shot to the torso on a fighter changing levels, and it's going to happen. It's no shock that it happens. You just want to mitigate it so you can let these young athletes get better. I could watch these two all day. This is awesome. The height discrepancies, they're both well-rounded and really getting after it. We nearly had one of them helicopter the other one out of the mat. This is what it's all about.
Well, 10-9 in favor of Beexat of Kyrgyzstan. Interesting.
Yeah, I think that's fair. I think that's it's the right score.
So Ali Khan with work to do.
Nothing justifying a 10-8 in that round, but I think it was pretty clear. Both of these guys bring it, though. Both seem uber capable of finding a submission, getting a finish. Heck yeah, round 2-2. No touching gloves this time.
Ali Khan with a single leg attempt. Whoa!
Wow. Don't really consider anything a takedown here at AMMA unless you got control for about 3 seconds. So, as exciting as that was, probably didn't score for either fighter. Level change at identically the same time.
Can he maintain control to make this takedown count?
Yep. Kind of a wacky position here.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if we're going to consider those blows significant or not. Looks like we've got another bit of a stalemate.
Yeah, there's a lot of room for interpretation.
Yep, and this is where, micro adjustments in jiu-jitsu, we don't have all day. People, stand them back up. Let's find a winner.
Ali Khan down on the scorecards. The clock is ticking.
Nice little shoot. Nice little sprawl. Beexat is a machine. He never stops going for it, adjusting, attacking, defending.
Some great scrambles.
Up against the taller fighter. He's on his back here. This isn't ideal. Are we going to get our first overtime round? Ten seconds left. Blue corner up 1-0 at this point. Interesting. So again, if you're watching at home, first round, 10-9s across the board for the fighter in the blue. Very close round here in the second, and if we have a tie, we're going to do a 1-minute overtime round, and I'm really hoping it's a tie because I could watch these guys all day. Doing a great job representing their camps. You gotta be so proud. Sending a 14-year-old kid out here in front of the world, and they both just absolutely go at it.
100%. Great platform to showcase the emerging skill sets of both these nations. I've been so impressed with Central Asia. I commentated the seniors competition in Cambodia a couple years back, and my goodness, the Central Asian nations, they're really coming up, and we're seeing it at the professional level as well.
Sure. This is such a convenient venue with the entire village where you can put all the athletes, this incredible facility here. I'd imagine we're going to be back here, Andy. We are.
So Ali Khan won that round.
Yeah, heck yeah.
One apiece.
And I think we're just getting clarification on our
So lightning round.
1 minute overtime lightning round, as we're calling it.
As we're calling it.
I think it's going to catch on. Both these guys got a minute to work, and wisely not just automatically shooting because they keep getting deadlocked. Tried to time it right.
He's gone hunting for that arm, Ali Khan.
How did Beexat adjust his way out of that already? I don't know about that takedown, though. You're on your own back.
Just one sequence could win the bout here.
The referee's considering it a non-dominant position. We're winding it down. Come on, guys. Heck yeah. There we go.
The clock is stopped at 16 seconds.
We got 10 seconds left here in this tie ball game.
Oh, he cracked him with a left hook. Was that to the face?
Most of these bouts have had a little bit of everything.
Yeah, drama ensues.
Oh. A point here. Oof.
Just a warning.
Oh, just a warning. Thank you. Oh, clash of heads there even. Wow. Great showing by these two young guys. That's pretty high level for that age. Great.
Yeah, really well-rounded skill sets showcased by both these young men.
Fearless, too. I'm not sure I would have that kind of...
as well. They didn't let up whatsoever.
Sure.
And they don't look that tired.
I mean, they are 14. If there's one thing I probably had a better gas tank when I was 14. I don't know that I had the chutzpah to fight someone in front of an audience, but you'd expect they can make it through the 5 minutes of total combat they had out there. Waiting for our overtime decision. A little confusion.
Winner by unanimous decision. Red corner, Korgonbaev, Kazakhstan.
Wow. Both of these guys should feel great. It's just that close. It was just that close, and you're fighting. You are competing against someone for the first time. You probably don't have a lot of tape on these athletes. You don't know what to do. You don't know where the timing is. So, I mean, if you let these guys go again, I bet they'd have figured out their opponent wants to do this.
Please welcome.
Great job.
Blue corner, Aruzhan, Kazakhstan.
The Ivan Drago montage.
That's what you're thinking of.
It's a great scene.
But to get Andy back on the rails, we have our first Mongolian athlete coming in here. Now move into round robin 1, U16 modern MMA women's 55 kg. And like I said, we're going to need an infographic for you later in the week so we can pull this all together and let you know who's moved on to face who and who has been eliminated. But you're really going to want to be with us here like all week, basically. Yes.
Well, just listen to that Mongolian support. Our first female bout of the competition. Making some noise for Gero Chulun in...
Yes. I'm just going to say it.
Referee means Pratichin and Pukari, India.
We have the utmost respect, but we do have some long names in front of us here. I might be doing red corner and blue corner, and then I'll nail it down for you at the end. Our first female bout of the evening. And the young ladies do compete in the gi top with sleeves. Minor difference between the men's division. But no grabbing of the clothing, no blows to the head. Let's have a good time. Right at it. Wow.
Aruzhan letting her hands fly, and she catches the head with the left hook. Referee's letting it go.
That was slick.
Transitioning from those punches.
Oh! Just raw strength there. Well, submission attempts coming up from the bottom. We are still running the clock, though. Ref's not seeing enough.
It looked like a great setup initially for the armbar from Aruzhan. Again, the armbar is there for the taking, potentially.
Seems like both of these ladies want to get it to the ground and want to grapple. The opening salvos of just chaotic strikes. This is essentially where we ended up last time.
It's a bit of a schoolyard lock.
Sure, it happens. The full reversal by Red in the first attempt, though, was impressive. Oh, beautiful knee. Using all the real estate in there, these young ladies.
Now that knee will score for Aruzhan, and
reversed it again.
That dynamic has been a feature of the contest so far.
Seems like a bit of a pet move for Aruzhan to draw them into the sort of head and arm throw, and it hasn't worked. She's doing it deliberately, and she's gotten reversed both times.
Well,
that was a legit submission attempt at the end. I won't be surprised if that scored significantly. Saved by the bell and a near armbar. Significant strike score, but near submission score higher under the AMMA system. But you got to be close. That's not going to be the big 2-point score, but I bet it moves the needle in the judge's eyes. Aruzhan taking that round, 10-9. I think that's fair. Here we go. Competitive round for sure. I'd almost like to see them get longer rounds. They were starting to make some progress towards getting closer to a finish at the end of that round. Try and find out for you later what's going on right now, but some confusion. We're just resetting something. Alright, I'm gonna vamp for a minute. Some sort of technical difficulties over here by the scoring table. At 65 kgs here. These young guys' careers, weighing at the same 3 years apart or so, you could be looking at future light heavyweights, something along those lines.
Arian in the red. Yuzov in the blue. Yuzov with an early leg kick.
Yeah,
letting his hands go. Textbook sweep. And he is in a dominant position. Looking to utilize it. Now can he take the back?
Solid job by both these guys, flowing, transitioning. Not content to just deadlock it in one position. Getting stacked up like that. That's not ideal. I wonder how the judges view that. Beautiful shots to the body from Akbar there. Those are significant. Might have made taking that takedown a little bit easier. Yeah, that's a good call by the ref. Not enough going on there. We're way too close to the border. Let's get him back in the middle. You can see attempting a judo throw coming here. It's really unique for MMA. There you go. Almost had a spectacular throw there. He'll still make for a decent highlight. First handstand of the day. Here we are again. How do the judges view this, do you think? It's semi-dominant. Obviously not dominant enough to let him keep going, but does it end up on the scorecards, I wonder? Arian, the lankier fighter, but he seems content to get in there and attempt to grapple, attempt that throw. I'd like to see him develop a little bit more competing from range. Kickboxing disciplines would be certainly very helpful. He's really committed to grabbing that lapel and getting a good judo throw in there. Kind of moving you into the danger zone with your, savvy opponent.
Arian looks fresh as a daisy. Decided not to take the seat in the break between rounds, and it's 10-9. The judges scoring the fight in favor of the local fighter, Yozov. So now the impetus very much on the Indian athlete to claw his way back into the contest.
I can't discern how much the coaches and the athletes are actually looking at the scoring. They don't always seem to do it. I've seen them occasionally glance back at it, but they seem to just be powering through their advice for their competitor. Yeah, those body shots are working.
All unanswered thus far. Knee to the body.
Arian really committed to trying to get a throw, and his opponent is tough as nails. Yakub is landing really significant strikes.
Great shape.
Yeah, and it's impossible to ignore those, so Arian's going to need a finish here. Those are certainly ending up on the scorecards. Again, just these 2-minute rounds are just filled with action.
You're not just fighting your opponent, you're fighting the clock as well. Snap on these punches.
Oh, wow. Out of nowhere, we got a triangle that's almost locked in. I don't think he's got that, but that's going to score. You see, the ref allowed it even though we had hit the 20-second allotment because we were close to a legitimate finish. Those are the best moments of this match for Arian in the red. Now I see why he was trying to kind of pull him in, get him down, work his jits magic. Oh.
It's in a good
Yakub
position.
seems to have slowed down a bit in this round. That near choke may have had an effect.
He's got the back, and he's got the choke.
Oof, that's not going to feel good. Yep, didn't quite have it. Readjusted.
Be
Now
locked
we're
in now,
flattening him
Luke.
out. That's the way you want to end a round. You can't get a finish.
Strong.
Pretty darn close.
That was a statement.
Waiting for our round 2 scores to pop up to see if we need a round 3. And I don't think we're going to need a round 3 here. The triangle was impressive, but it probably was negated at the last second by that rear naked, and now you've been...
By unanimous decision, winner is blue corner, Korgonbaev of Uzbekistan.
That's the best striking we've seen of the day. Those were significant shots. And, put that together with great grappling.
Please welcome.
He's got game.
Blue corner, Calimov below, Tajikistan.
Great work from the Uzbek fighter that will please the local crowd, no doubt. Onward we go.
Back to modern MMA. We're going U18. We're at 60 kgs. Modern MMA.
His opponent, red corner, Ajrani Anas, Saudi Arabia.
Azarani from Saudi Arabia in the blue corner, making the walk first here. This song's okay. It's not my favorite song. It's okay.
Referee for this fight, Aruzhan Jumanov, Uzbekistan.
Calimov.
Whoa, these guys are ready to go. As soon as they hit the mat, ref was like, "You ready to go?" I love it.
Our first fighter representing the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Anas in the red.
Interesting low stances. It's dangerous.
Saudi Arabia, definitely an emerging country in the mixed martial arts scene. They've hosted some banger events on the professional stage. Boxing as well. Heavy hands.
Yeah, they're both with the hunched over stance is going to be fireworks. We got to be careful of the head. You guys both clearly have respect for their opponent too.
Nice stabbing kick from the Saudi Arabian.
Good footwork by both. Good defense by both. Great little trip there. Nice, some clinch work, some knees. You see that with the crouched over posture, with no blows to the head, it compresses the entire target into a very small range. See? I think it's almost a defensive strategy. I don't think this is their first rodeo.
They're all getting a warning for a head strike.
Yeah, these guys are savvy with the... keep your head low. Nice takedown, nice escape.
Spinning back kick attempt wide of the mark at the end of the round.
That's one of the closer rounds we've seen here today. Curious to see how this goes. And again, these guys look like they've played the game before. I'd imagine they're going to pay attention to the scores. So again, our open scoring creates, it takes the confusion out of it. It takes a lot of the, every now and then you hear a fighter coasted to the end of the fight because they thought they had the win. There's not that type of confusion here. You know what the score is going into the next round. Very evenly matched. Round 2 of 2, unless we have a tie, and then we go to overtime. And we did not see the scores in the first round.
Anas has enjoyed throwing that uppercut to the body. Bilal, very low stance.
Yeah,
good sprawl. He's got the guillotine locked in here.
That looked tight.
Very promising indeed. Calimov, Bilal looking to finish this fight, ladies and gentlemen.
Alzarani doing all the right things here, though.
Referee keeping a very close eye.
He's clearly adjusted his posture, so he's safe for now, but he's got to be very careful.
Are you okay? Yes, I am. He got the thumbs up. That's crucial. Anas sticking around.
And, this is obviously significant, so we're not running that 20-second timer at this point. There is clearly a submission right there if he can just get it. Now we're in a less dominant position. So you see the arm out from the ref. You hear the timer in the background.
Left arm's got to be burning. He slipped out of it.
Impressive.
Triangle.
Wait. Yeah.
Well, the work done.
It was an interesting triangle. It is arm trapped largely. You know.
It's almost the Japanese style stabbing kick with the toe.
And
that
it
Anas
just seems
has been
so
using.
deliberate that their posture with the heads hanging low. It really affects what you can do. Plenty of techniques. You're moving your head back. You're moving your torso back. Here we go. Okay, we did not get our open scoring for the first round, so we are all going to find out together if we have a winner, if we got to go to OT.
You would suspect that near submission attempt from Bilal might well have won him the fight.
Sure. Yeah, I think that was the most sort of dominant moment of that round. They're both pretty good at getting themselves out of trouble. They're good strategies. Yeah, with this round robin format too, you wonder if some of these folks are, keeping things for the later fights, trying to get one in the books.
Winner by unanimous decision, blue corner, Calimov Bilal, Tajikistan.
And as we suspect, that near finish enough to get the job done. The unanimous decision going the way of the local fighter. That will please the fans here in Uzbekistan.
Heck yeah. One of the judges in round 2 gave a 10-10 score. Am I looking at that correct? Not enough or perfectly even? I should imagine that on his scorecard he didn't see enough action from either fighter.
Al-Sayyid Abdurrahman, Saudi Arabia.
There is legitimately math to this. There needs to be enough of a gap.
His opponent, red corner, Manipov, Nazar Manazbekovich,
If there isn't enough of a gap, you don't take a point. You don't elevate one fighter up a point. And then there's when you're scoring both fighters as a judge, if your scores are off by a significant amount, it's an automatic 2-point round for the other fighter. But I think what we just witnessed was not enough of a discrepancy between how one judge scored both fighters to give anybody the victory. So it was a 10-10 round. We'll be here all week to answer all your questions about these varied rule sets. But so far, so good. It's great. And like you said, it's moving super quick. Just day 1. And it's going to get better and better from here. Make sure to like, subscribe, whatever you got to do to get the notifications about when AMMA comes back on, because we are going to be here all week, ladies and gentlemen. So we've got Manipov in the red, Al-Sayed in the blue. For our final traditional men's MMA 55 kg match here. Day 1, 2026. Asian Mixed Martial Arts Championships. Both these guys very comfortable in there. Great inside leg kick. Al-Sayed managing to get the better of that takedown. Ref's going to let him work here, it looks like. Which you see a little bit more leeway with traditional with the gi. I don't think we have much going on here, but the ref's letting him work. That is a tight headlock. That's a strong young man. I think that's why the ref's letting it go. Just pure pain might get this fight over with. Bout. Yep, giving up the back. Was doing a good job fighting it off. I can't see from my vantage point, but he might have lost the... Oh, yep, no. Doing a good job fighting the hands. Great grappling from guys who were clearly great strikers the first minute of this bout as well.
Referee letting him go. Saudi Arabian fighter.
That's a savagey strategy if the,
roll yourself out of bounds, yeah.
10 seconds to go here, round one. Impressive showing from both of these guys.
And just as a reminder, guys, this is Manipov's second showing of the day, so stamina will be a factor. He lost out to Rockmanov in the opening bout. So this is from the round robin 1 men's 55 kg category. So this is a pivotal one as far as Manipov from Kyrgyzstan is concerned. Referee just having a word with Abdulrahman.
Yeah, that's going to be wild when you see your name on the opening bout and the closing bout of the first half of the day. They all know that they're in a round robin format, but that's significant when you know it's, I don't know, an hour and a half later. Waiting on our round one scores here.
You'd expect that the Saudi fighter outside we can see everything from here down in the commentary booth. I hope you're enjoying that at home as well. There's no obstruction from a cage or a circle or a ring or whatever else.
Empty swimming pool, what were you? I think you covered them all.
You see the pit becoming increasingly popular both at pro and amateur level.
Sure. I mean, so many people trying to create a business around this stuff, and they're trying to have something original.
Where's the wildest place you've ever seen an event?
Let's not go there. But like you said, that like this is just so exposed. It's, you know, you don't miss a minute of it.
Tension building.
Yep. I know, just gonna let these
Nerves
guys
jangling.
loose. We're just resetting the timer. Things always happen. Still moving very quickly through these 10 bouts.
Yeah, we're flying through. Again, I'm a fan of the pacing. Gotta say.
And you really do gotta love that you get to see the fighter in the second bout of the day in the same heat, essentially.
I'm a guy who absolutely adores Grand Prix. I love same-day fights. You don't always get to see that at professional level.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just the real-life Kumite. It shows conditioning, warrior spirit, all of those good things that we love about the sport.
Yep, and I think a lot of the times, you know, the round-robin format, I think, is invented practically because you don't always have an even number. To just have a draft, you know, brackets, and we move all the way to the quarters, the semis, and the finals. So the round robin eons ago was invented for the double elimination, and you can just sort of have as many competitors as you want, odd numbers, doesn't need to break down. Just, you know, you lose twice and you go home.
Raring to go, and we are underway.
Yeah, you can see some serious urgency between both of these guys in this round.
Well, Manipov in particular.
Especially Manipov.
The impetus really on him to claw his way back, and he gets a big takedown.
Wow. Oh, that was an impressive transition. He nearly had a crucifix, and all of a sudden he's just in full mount.
Can he use it? Al Sayed suffocating under the weight now. Looking to use his hips to escape here. Posturing up.
Manipov clearly takes very seriously. He's trying not to lose this position, not to give up points to his opponent. Looks like he's trying to get a cheeky armbar here.
Cheeky indeed. What a reversal of events this could be.
If he's able to break that grip, which he did, but he kind of gave up on it. Wow. Oh, he snuck it back in somehow? Unbelievable.
Wow. The swagger. Manipov. He needed that one. He pulled that out of the fire.
And I don't believe we put our, I don't think we got our open scoring scorecards up on the screen, but he needed that, and that was impressive.
Taking that arm home with him.
Yeah, he wasted no time. He took him fully off his feet, had him about 4 feet in the air with that takedown. Nearly had a crucifix, ended up in full mount all of a sudden. Clearly trying to work his way into that armbar. I thought he had lost the position, and all of a sudden he's got it.
Winner by decision. Submission, armbar. Red corner, Manipov Manazar Manazbekovich, Kyrgyzstan.
That was great. That was impressive.
So we would have been heading to a lightning round. That would have been a round apiece. But Manipov said no. I'm a finisher.
Opponent doesn't seem particularly happy with that. I think we want. Yep. And again, we respect the fact that the referee might not always get it right at full speed with these chaotic moments going on. So there's a chance that there's going to be an appeal of this backstage, because I don't know if there was an actual tap. I can get clarity from the ref afterwards and stuff. So again, I'm operating at full speed and I don't even know. So it's nice to know that they have a mechanism here to make sure no one gets robbed by an errant decision.
The referee went over to explain them what went down.
Yep, and again, the athlete safety is so important. Your other hand could be trapped underneath you. You might not have the ability to tap. If he sees your offhand isn't free, but you're in a very precarious position, it's a responsible decision in terms of safety. We can always adjudicate it afterwards if we need to, but that's our final fight of the first half of the day here. Heck of a morning. We have 15 bouts coming up in the afternoon. We have a bit of an opening ceremony shindig as well. So like I said, if you haven't hit the like button, hit the subscribe, if you haven't set up your notifications for the Asian Mixed Martial Arts Association, do it now. We're going to be here for the rest of the week. It's going to get wilder and wilder, better and better. We're going to see people leveling up. We're going to see people getting eliminated. We're going to see the adults at the end of the week. Can't ask for more. The 2026 Asian Mixed Martial Arts Association Championships from Tashkent, Uzbekistan.